Hello, hello, hello. We're going to get ready to share the live into the places. I know I have been a bit MIA lately. I'm just running low on social energy, you know? Hi, Whitney. Hello. Gonna pull up the live. I'm just doing back to back to back markets. That's a lot on any one person. Ooh, let's turn that volume off. Um, So the constant prep, sell, drive, 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 prep, sell. I'm glad to almost be done. I'm glad to almost be done with this season of selling. I'm trying to get into one more market. Right now, I do not have one scheduled, so fingers crossed. Um, if not two more, because money is also nice. But the other than that, I know I don't like to talk about things all the time or bring things down, but if you didn't know, I have lost some people around this time of year. Um, the holidays, Thanksgiving, Christmas, Christmas Eve, those are all very difficult times of the year for me personally. I try to be in the moment and I try to keep good memories and stuff, but you can't help but miss the people who aren't here with you. So, if I'm a bit more MIA during this season, that is why. Oh boy. Apparently, Stranger Things has started their new season. Hey, Alyssa. Um, but yeah, Thanksgiving is tomorrow, and not only has it's been sad because my cousin, who was like my best friend, and my grandpa and grandma, all passed away like this time of year. Well, kind of. My grandpa Bill passed away in July, actually. Hi, Nathalie. Hello, white trout. Mm. Thank you. Thank you. I just want to explain, I guess, like that would be why I'm a little bit more MIA right now. Just social batteries definitely running a little bit low. I've been very, very tired. So incredibly tired. Like there's just not enough sleep. And even if I am sleeping, it's not great sleep. So there's that. But that's where I've been, guys. That's where I've been. We're going to share the link some more. Hi, Blair. Hi, Caroline. There's White Trout Channel. Who is White Trout Channel? One of these days. So, my husband, Chris, is downstairs. He is playing his video game. And I keep telling him about all the trolls that we get in the chat and how he should just watch one of these days and just hang out and then just chime in like, hey, that's my wife. But I don't know if he even has a YouTube channel, if I'm honest. Like, he can watch, but I don't know if he can comment. But he would be somebody whose YouTube name would be White Trout Channel. I'm sure that it's not. He's not that big of a trout person, but still. Hey, Burrito! All right. So we are starting this live with just shy of 2,300 subscribers. I did actually break 2,300 in the last couple days, and then we had some unsubscribes. So that happens, you know. So hopefully we will get enough up and over that today that we won't have to worry about falling under that again. But if I seem low energy, just that's why. That's why. I'm just so tired. So tired. Um if in on Sunday, I'm sorry that we missed our live on Sunday, guys. I was still in Ohio with Molly with Out of the Barn Crochet. We had a market this weekend. It ended at 5 o'clock. It took us about an hour and a half to tear down. And then I took her home. We unloaded her stuff, and then I left right from there. And then it's supposed to take me 5 hours to get home, but it took me like 7 because I kept stopping and like I would try to take a nap and I couldn't nap and but then I could go a little bit further and yada yada. Um so I didn't get home until 4 in the morning on Sunday. So I guess that's oh man. Because I think I left her house at like 7:30. Yeah, that's like 9 hours almost. Goodness gracious. I don't know. It took me a long time to get home though. I just really wanted to get home to my bed. And it took so much longer to do it. I don't know why. I should have just took a nap and then left. But our new YouTube boost person of the week is Erin with Threaded or Erin's Threaded Treasures. She has 69 subscribers at the moment. And I have her videos in a playlist playing currently. So hopefully that helps her watch hours and her views. Granted, it's not going to help her views a ton because, well, I'm one person. So if you guys wouldn't mind also putting her videos into a playlist or checking out my channel, because I created a playlist of her videos to be able to go and watch them all in one place. Um, watch them all the first time and then let it just play through the playlist a second time, and it definitely helps. You binged her videos last night twice already. See, there you go. So I watch it the first time at regular speed, and then I let it do a playthrough in the background of my computer on like a quarter speed. So it takes 4 times as long to watch the same video. So if her video is 30 minutes long and you slow it down to a quarter speed, then it's going to record that she had 2 whole hours of watch time. So you may only get 2 views, one from you watching it the first time, one from you watching it the second time. But she's going to get 2 hours of watch hours from the second time you watch it, and then 30 minutes from the first time. So, and Alyssa, I have to do the same for you. I also have your videos playing in a playlist as well. So, because I did start watching them last week, but I don't know if I actually finished watching them. So, I just put them all in a playlist. So, and I did the same thing. I made a playlist for your videos as well, and it's as a collaboration on my channel. I don't know if you get notified for that, honestly. That's something I probably should have looked into. But they'll watch the videos on my channel, but you get all the stuff from it. You do need to get another posted. I agree. I was trying to post one yesterday, and I was up for so long trying. For those of you who didn't know, I got my new digital camera, which is all fine and good. No shout out, sorry. And so I can take nice videos on the camera, but I don't know how to get the videos from the camera onto the computer to where I can play them. Because right now it saves all the videos as MP4s, which end up I am only able to listen to them. I can't actually watch them. So I need to figure out how to change the formatting of the videos. Um, and like I need to get the videos on my phone because I do all my editing on my phone. So if anyone knows how to do that, let me know because I'm struggling very hard. I can't put out this video until then because I really, really, really don't want to have to refilm these clips. But I was slightly productive. It does have a memory card. And I had considered taking the memory card out of the camera and putting the memory card into my phone and transferring it that way. But I don't know how that will affect the video footage, like the how it's saved, I guess. Not a dumb question. But the two things that I did last night were I finished my knitted hat. It's not perfect, okay? Pretty sure this is like my seam. I have shorts on, thank you very much. If you don't like it, leave. Like, I definitely messed up some of these. Pretty sure this is my seam, actually. Thank you for the gift. But like, this is definitely a thing. So I have the adapter for the memory card. The issue is not that I can get the files from the digital camera to the computer and from the digital camera to my phone. The issue is if the digital camera saves them as an MP4 and the MP4 doesn't register as a video, it registers as a sound. So I don't know if Angel's watching or if Jace is watching, but something tells me that Jace would be my person there. Um, but I know it's a strange thing. I don't understand digital cameras very much, and my editing is all on my phone, so I don't know exactly what to do with that. But so I started with this, which I thought is what I was doing it right, and then I went to crochet, knitting, crafter, circle, whatever, and they're like, "Oh, you're doing this twisted rib knit stitch." I'm like, "Oh, I thought I was doing, just a knit purl, knit purl." They're like, "No, but I don't know what I was doing." And then when they pointed it out, somehow I fixed it. But then I was doing straight knit across. And so that's where this turned into. So now it just looks like a brimmed beanie. And then I got to the top and I started doing the decreases. So I think I have 6 decrease points in my star. Hi, Angel. I was just talking about you. Kind of. You and your husband. Um, did Jace help me before figure out the whole video camera file thing? He seems like that smart guy, that techie guy. I'm gonna have to get my water again. Holy cow. Thank you. Yeah, it's not perfect, but it is a knitted hat that I did myself. Then I sat here and decided that I'm gonna watch ghost shows and I'm just gonna work on some fingerless gloves, which probably seems weird to you guys. But this is my own pattern. This is a free tutorial on YouTube if you wanted to give it a try. And then once you put them on, this is what they look like. So you have your gapping right here. Like you can pull it down a little bit further. It'll come down your wrist some more. Got your thumb hole. It comes up to like your middle knuckles. Like, and if you pull it up some, it'll come up a little bit farther. That way, as much of your fingers are covered as can be. Thank you, Alyssa. Like, nobody's forcing you guys to be here. So if you don't want to be here, leave. That's all I gotta say. This is my channel. Thank you. And then as I was sitting here, I decided to um, use the rest of the scrap ball and make another ear warmer because I don't have that many left. Hello. That's right. Thank you, Bama Boy. Bama Boy, you're on a different account this week. What's up? Hey. We're crocheting different things today. I knew what you meant. I am crocheting an ear warmer. Oh, wait. What did YouTube change? Oh, wait, hang on. Okay. Alyssa, you said nope, YouTube changed the settings for live chats. What does that mean? Is it the same account? What? Hi, Maria. They removed the name and only have the username handles now? Really? That seems weird. That makes sense, though. Out crocheting in the fields. That's right, Angel. No need to be rude, guys. If I want to talk, I'm allowed. This is my channel. It is dumb. Yeah. I don't even know. I'm sorry if I'm like sniffling and stuff. I don't know. I don't exactly know what is causing it. I don't realistically, I have not been taking my medicine like I should be, but I've just been very like phlegmy and stuff. And no, but like I can hear a little bit of like the wheeziness in the back of my throat. So I don't know. I've been using my inhaler the past couple days to try to help, and it's not helping as much as I want it to. No, Bama Boy, unhide him. He's cool. He was kidding. He was kidding. I got it. I unhid him. Zeeble1, what was your YouTube name before? Because like I know who you are, but I can't remember what it was. Like I feel like I don't recognize the whole Zeeble thing. But now, oh, okay, Zach. Thank you. Yeah, Alyssa says Zach is cool. This new change to get to names is gonna take a while to get used to. Okay, Zach, I think. Yeah. Because I totally like I remember you and your little animal there on your shoulder and the yarn baddie top. Like, it's just sometimes it's hard to pinpoint. Yep, no worries at all, Bama boy. None. You're good. Um, Thank you. Sometimes sometimes I wonder if that's what happened to like some of the guys that used to hang out. Like, were they accidentally hidden and now we just can't see them? And here we are, like, I wonder where they went. Hey, Mandy. Alyssa says, knowing me, when I have to go live, I will have to have a list of the usernames and the real names right on the side of the screen just so I remember who is who. I'll say, don't get me wrong, I don't remember everybody. I just there are certain pictures or certain phrases that trigger the memory, but it's not easy, that's for sure. I need a photo next to the name. I'm awful with names. Right. Like, I'm not super great with names either. And then it doesn't help that on the phone, your pictures are like, tiny. They're just itty bitty. So we're just making an ear warmer right now, depending on. Hmm, I am, in fact, wearing shorts. They're right there. Um, Depending on how far we get into this, though, I should probably be working on my Yeti that I started on Monday. Hey, Lila. No, you can't. It sucks. Um, yeah, so I started a Yeti on Monday with Haley, and then I had to get off real quick to go and get Rowan from school because he was sick. So that was fun. Okay. Um, he had a fever of 102. So we're hoping that it looks like it's gone. We're hoping it stays gone. Thank you, Lila. Oh, yes. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody in the chat. Come on. Oh, we are? Let's go. Thank you. I know. I felt so bad for him. He was miserable. He does feel a lot better, to the point that, like, he's still tired out really easy, but he does not want to nap. He has so much more energy. Um, like, I guess mentally. He has not needed medicine at all today. So at least there's that. Um, but we were really worried that it was going to turn into something worse, and I'm glad that it has not. Because that would really suck right before Thanksgiving. I don't want that. Oh, the boys, they're cute, that's for sure. They're something else. All right, Alyssa said I started rearranging my crochet room and now I stopped. Oh no. So does that mean your crochet room is in like a chaos mode? I'm so sorry. Mandy says, I made a bunch of those little princesses for this past weekend and sold all of them and had to make 3 more, Rumi and Zoe. Holy crap, dude. And how much were you selling them for? Ooh, Zach, definitely buy yourself a pumpkin pie. That's like my favorite part. That's awesome, Mandy. Sounds like you could even raise the price a little bit, even just to like 28. Angel says, my surgery today got canceled. It'll be rescheduled when my doctor hears back from the insurance. Angel, that is so frustrating. Hi, Catherine. My name's also Catherine. That's funny. I go by Cat, though, with a K. Um, Lila started basketball this past Friday. That's super cool. Ooh, Lila also got hit in the finger 3 times yesterday with a basketball, and it was bent backwards. Ouch! That sucks. Bama Boy says Emmy is mad at me because Daddy's making her go to bed at the same time. Ooh. Mandy, you should definitely stock up on them now after getting your bingo and blueies done. I'm making an ear warmer right now. I just want to finish it. Thank you, Lila. Bye, Strawberry. I am absolutely devastated about Waterfire being killed. I don't understand why. Like, why would you just drop it all together? Why not just, like, okay, clearly the September one is becoming a problem. Let's just stick with July's. Like, that's so frustrating. Welcome back, Napoli. Angel says, my doctor called my insurance to set up peer to peer to explain why I needed it. They never called him at the set time. He's pissed. I would be too. And I would probably be filing a complaint because they are messing with your ability to move about life. Yeah, I started the ear warmer last night. I finished knitting a hat, and then I crocheted some fingerless gloves, and then I started on this ear warmer, and I need to finish it. But while I was downstairs, I did start some leggy frogs. I just didn't want to bring it upstairs. Uh, well, Waterfire would have been a really good one for you to join if they didn't murder it. Like, that's just so frustrating. Because their July Waterfire was one of my best single day events of the year. And it's more like insulting that they refer to it as retiring it. No, no, no. You're not retiring it. Lila says, my coach wrapped a bit of it up, but as of now, I can practice, but he doesn't know if I can play the first couple games. Oh, no. Well, I hope that you will be able to, because that sucks. My neck hurts and my back is getting a Charlie horse. This is not ideal. You've been wanting to vent for years since I enjoy creating so much stuff. When I heard that they retired it, I cried. Absolutely fair, dude. Yeah, I guess it's okay for me. Like this past year we did the Ohio State Fair and ultimately I would do that again over anything else. But I did leave the fair in order to come here to do water fire and then we got rained out, so I didn't do it. So that makes me really sad. And then I did September's water fire, but the sales were down significantly because 2 years in a row they decided to do it the same weekend as the local rival football game. It's like, well, that's one way to murder an event. Nobody's gonna show up, and they don't. Like, it's been good for the shady crowds, but otherwise, it's been really hard on the event. Um, but the one in September is also the same weekend as like my wedding anniversary and well, my dating anniversary too. So it's probably better off for me in that sense. And then doing the Ohio Fair again, um, it should always fall on that same weekend in July. So it will it won't really interfere too much with that, thankfully. Um, where's Haley? Haley is at home. Haley was not planning on going live with me on a Wednesday. I forgot to ask anybody to go live with me today on a Wednesday. And then it was last minute. I'm like, you know what? I'll just go by myself. That's fine. Um, I'm not I guess in the most social moods right now. If that makes sense. So it works out. Um, but like I was saying earlier, this time of year is really tough for a lot of people. Um, going through the holidays without somebody that you miss terribly makes it really hard. To kind of put you in a little bit of a shadowed bubble. Lila says, tomorrow, should I run a 5K for Thanksgiving or go to basketball or both? You have practice on Thanksgiving. I don't know about you, but I would not go to a practice on Thanksgiving. They shouldn't be holding a practice on Thanksgiving because you're mandated to have no school on that day. But I also wouldn't run a 5K either, any day of the year, let alone on Thanksgiving. You do you. If you enjoy them both, probably a good idea to try. Is this wide enough? I'll go 2 more rows. Why not? Right, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, Angel says stay home and spend it with your family. Okay, Strawberry, remind me of what your name is because I cannot. Was it something before? Like, I know that YouTube changed the things, so I don't know. Like, clearly we have met in person, right? But I cannot pinpoint right now who you are based on your name. Oh, either way, she says, honestly, yeah, that's kind of silly to have practice on a holiday. What the heck? Yeah, I agree. Lila says, I'll spend time with family too. Burrito says, we have to set up our booths tomorrow night for this weekend's 3-day event. That's crazy. Why can't you set them up like Friday morning? What's your favorite Thanksgiving food? My favorite Thanksgiving food is probably the sweet potato, not yams. I do not like yams. They're way too sweet. But like mashed sweet potatoes with some butter and pepper, yeah. Or green bean casserole with like the crunchy onions on top. Angel's favorite food is chicken dip. Now, is this just in on the regular? You bought a purple octo off of the name is Jay. Got it a bit while you sold stuff in water fire. Hmm. Are you younger or closer to my age? I am working on an ear warmer. What's up, Lila? If you guys are watching, don't forget to like the live, please. Okay, so you're only a tiny bit younger than me. I bet if I saw you, I'd be like, oh yeah, okay. Trying to like rack my brain. But I have a little bit of a headache, like right here, which is not helping. I wonder. Okay. So you paint. Thank you. You could be worth it. I'm sure you're worth it. I'm just trying to figure it out. Like, oh, okay. Ooh, hi, kitty. Hello. Hello. You see what I have to deal with? Oh, yeah, she's gorgeous, but she's like trying to eat my hair. Something. She has done this since she was a kitten. Evidently, I must be incapable of cleaning myself or something because she always feels the need to do this. She's giving me an alfalfa. Wolfie, what are you doing? Well, I'm so glad that she sees me as family. Has messed up my hair. Uh, Hi, kitty. Now she's gonna groom herself. Ugh. Oh yeah, she's gorgeous. She's also a little shithead. She likes to attack the cat and the dog for no reason. Um, she also wants to sleep with us, but at the same time doesn't want us to move. You're not allowed to pet her unless she wants you to pet her. She's that kind of cat. Um, is very sassy. And don't try to help her get, you know, like things, anything out of her fur, or she will bite you. Oh, Lila, that's cool. She says she might buy the mini capybara pup from me. I have to make another one first. Thank you, thank you. Strawberry or Jay says, I paint, knit, crochet, a lot of different stuff. See, I'm only good at crocheting. Lila's dogs are asleep right now on her. Yeah, she's something. And I like sit back. No, it's not. Why? It's not on my Etsy. No. Um, I would have to add it to my Etsy, but I don't really post physical items on Etsy. I post the physical items on my website. For a second, I was worried that I thought I was doing this wrong. Oh, thank you, Lila. Oh, thank you a lot. Holy moly. Better cut from my website for a physical. Yeah. I heard Etsy is kind of bad for physical goods. It is. That's exactly it, Jay. Um, the Etsy, so my first, not my first year, but my first good year of sales from Etsy, they tell you that they only take like 10% of your sales totaling. But when I did the math at how much I was earning versus how much I was receiving, they were taking a 28% cut, which I wouldn't have so much of a problem with if they weren't upfront about it, or if they were upfront about it. The only time that I use Etsy is for my digital pattern sales, Angel. You got picked to test a fairy raccoon. That's fun. What's up, Lila? Might need to go take some like Tylenol or something. Holy moly, Lila. When? 23 bracelets in 45 minutes. That's amazing. Fun fact, In Danish, the literal translation of raccoon is washing bear, which is really funny because that is a very true description of a raccoon. I used to have one as a pet in high school. Hi, Moon. Yeah, that's super cool. That is definitely a fun fact. Thank you. This is you can't even see the bottom of it because there is a fourth cube right here that you just can't see because like this box and stuff is in the way. But it's all like just bulky number 5 acrylic yarn. And then I have another one of these that are it's just all full of acrylic yarn, but it's over there. I'm not really surprised by that, Jay. Sounds like there would be a lot of words that are just fun to know. Thank you, Moon. I like to think that I have a nice collection of yarn. I have been doing a pretty good job at trying to stash bust, though. All right. Summerbird is butterfly. That's funny. That makes sense. I do crochet. That's what I'm doing. Hi, kitten. Getting brain down a little bit further. Kind of show you a little more. I know this is a little different than the typical, like plushie crocheting or amigurumi. I do that too, but nope, knitting is with 2 pointy needles. I did. I knit a hat. I finished it yesterday. I physically am capable of knitting. I'm just not very good at it. Jay, I have tried Tunisian knitting and I hate it. I just did not love that. Oh no. I'll have to remind her of that. I didn't realize that it wasn't live. Um Molly and I's market was pretty good. We did have a good sales weekend. I would say that the only real downside was that on Friday it was raining pretty bad. And where our spot was, I have the back wall of like the grid wall panels. And immediately on the other side of my wall was actually the electric panel box, which was facing towards the tent. So they're trying to squeeze between my wall and this box to do electrical work in the rain because like nobody had power. And so as they're doing it, they kept bumping onto the wall. And like we had to literally support it in order for it not to break Molly's canopy frame. In order, we didn't want to hurt somebody. Um, so that was definitely scary. But otherwise, like it was a good turnout. It was a good weekend. Molly and I got to eat a lot of really yummy food. We got to hang out and chat about a lot of different things. And You know, good money was made. Good money was made. Yeah, it was definitely scary. Um, Kitten's also crocheting. Nice, nice. I just finished my ear warmer. So there it is. Go like this. We have a completed ear warmer. Yay. You're tatting? Do you mean like tatting with a shuttle or like tattooing? Because I want to learn how to do that. For my ear warmers, the adult sizes I do $10. I want to do more, but I just feel like they wouldn't sell very well. Has it been cold enough yet, Alyssa? Because that's the thing. Like, and are yours crocheted or are they the circular knitting machine? Because I've seen that those are not selling as well anymore. Um, but mine like don't sell unless I'm in the cold. They're crochet. Okay, yeah. I would say find yourself a nice cold market to be outside at, and you will sell more. It sucks, but they sell. What? That's so crazy. Jay, you need to make videos. Make videos, put them on your YouTube channel. I want to see. Angel charges 20 for hers, 25 for the hat, and 30 for velvet hats. Really? Which ear warmers are you making, Angel? That's disgusting. We're at 32 degrees right now, Fahrenheit. Ugh. Yeah, definitely too cold. All right, so this is what I have left of this game. And I don't really know what to do with this. Well, don't record your face then. Do like loops and knots crochet, I think. Yeah. She only records her hands. She doesn't oh, she doesn't record her face at all. Oh, oh. You were at 18 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay. Ugh, that felt so good. And I'm so sorry if I just traumatized people. My bad, my bad. Oh, I want to make another pair of fingerless gloves. What color should I make? Should I just do black? Did you hear it? It felt so good though. A cream color. That's the color I just made. Kind of. Oh, you might not have been on yet. You were about to say black. Try pastel. I can do it in black. It just kind of sucks. I just feel like the neutral colors are going to sell a bit better. Let's see. Black sells well, right? What about like navy blue? or gray. Mhm. Ignore the mess. Nope, purple does well, honestly. Like my last few pairs was like purple and orange stuff. Gray and navy blue also sell well. Neutral wearables are the way to go. Oh no, I'm so sorry. All right, so I grabbed these. I think I want to do the blue first. But when I'm knitting a hat, this is what I'm knitting on. Are the circular knitting needles. I know, like it's such a pretty blue. It's well, that's about the color. Yes. Everybody wish Kitten well. She's gonna go on a treasure hunt to find her hook. Hey, Molly. We're making fingerless gloves. Where's the end of my yarn? Right there. I only ever use circulars, even if I'm knitting flat. I hate straights. I have never crocheted with straight needles, so I don't know how well I would do if I'm being honest. Oh, you found it! Yay! Go get a hair clip. My hair tie is not working right. Huzzah! That just makes me think of the Catherine the Great show. Yeah, I'm hoping that my next event that I do will be an outside event in December, which I know, call me crazy. We're already at 32 degrees here and windy. So what's December going to look like? Um, but it's a one dayer and it's like a Victorian themed event, which is super cool. Victorian Christmas, love. Um, and then I know, but more hats and fingerless gloves and stuff will sell if I'm outside in the cold. I am gonna make another pair of fingerless gloves. Is this the most interesting thing? Probably not, but it's my own pattern. It's free on my YouTube channel if anybody wants to give it a try. That's right, Jay. That's so true. I say there's no such thing as bad weather, only bad choices in attire, which is true. This is why I have electric hand warmers that recharge and a rechargeable electric coat, and a rechargeable electric or neck warmer because I like to be warm. That's right. That is so right, Molly. I really don't have time for fun crochet, but this is like this is what I want to do. I want to make some wearables. And I just have not really been able to because it's been all like plushy, plushy, plushy. And if I'm only looking at one more event for the year, then oh, if I'm only looking at one more event for the year, then I have $1,700 in plushies available. So I can't be mad at that amount. That's a lot. Hello. Hi, hi, hi. Welcome in, guys. The wind has been brutal here all day, too, Angel. Alyssa says, same here, Molly. After the 6th, I'm going to do for fun, but also prep for who knows when I'll do the next market. Oh, yeah. I mean, anything that I crochet will ultimately become market prep, but I'm going to have to go on some serious market prep mode, like after Christmas, because my first big event of the year is Groundhog's Day weekend. You know, I would love the texture that the wild oleander, um, you know, texture has, but I just don't see people paying what it's worth. So I have not made it. Maybe some point I'll make it just for me, but holy moly, Jay. You recently got done knitting over 60 pairs of kid socks for donations. That's crazy. Yay, Molly, I'm proud of you. Molly has everything inventoried officially. Molly says, I have a couple custom orders to do, then I'll make some fun things, but also market prep, of course. Of course. I bet it is fun to make. I need to make another sweater or a cardigan here soon. I have one left, and I usually like to have two of them in my inventory per year, two or three, because at some point throughout the year, one of them sells. I think this time it was just my color choices. I was trying to go neutral, but the color is like almost that wheat color, and that's not everybody's cup of neutral. Yeah, you remind me, I also have a couple orders I need to do, Molly. I do need to meet somebody for an order, and then I have to do the jellyfish for that order, and then I need to do a Pooh Bear, a little one, for an order that I got last week. And the other one. Oh, I got an order for two owls, actually. So I need to make those as well. I have a checklist of things that I need to do. Mandy says this weekend I got asked to vend at a large craft fair this weekend. And then I have another on the 6th. I would love to find more for the 2 weekends before Christmas, but so far nothing yet. Um, find a local community group in your area, Mandy, and just make a post asking if anyone has heard of like craft shows happening during those weekends. And people will tell you about them even if they know if they're accepting vendors or not. And that's a good way to try. Like, just give them a call and, like, hey, I'm looking to see if you have any last minute spots. And generally, there will be somebody. Oh. Jay says an older lady is with a church and they put together a thing for kids for Christmas. She made hats and scarves and they put together a little fun box for kids. Sorry. This year I volunteered to make socks. That's so cool. Mandy's just waiting to hear back. Well, I hope that something falls in your lap soon. I also need to find some things for those last. Kitten says, Kat, I'm just asking, can you suggest anything or any accessories for my bracelet, please? Accessories for your bracelet? Like charms? Ooh, let me get my water. My allergies are kicking my butt. Yeah, what kind of bracelet? What are we talking about? Hi. All right, we'll be here. I'm so glad you didn't miss the live either. I don't think you're too lazy to know. I'm just like, I guess it would depend on what kind of a bracelet we're talking about. Are we talking like a metal one that goes around your wrist, or are you crocheting a bracelet, or are you crocheting a wrist cuff? Like what? I just don't know exactly what we're talking about. Don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. And happy early Thanksgiving, by the way. I know we kind of said it earlier, but I appreciate you guys being here. Oh, you just crocheted a bracelet. That's okay. You don't have to be sorry. We're just not really sure. Like, um, accessories for your crochet bracelet. Are you looking for crochet accessories or like jewelry type things? 'Cause I don't really know. I don't make a lot of crochet bracelets. I don't know. Does anybody have some recommendations? Like, I guess, I mean, you could make any tiny crochet thing in like thread, and it might be small enough to become like a charm for your bracelet. Molly saw some really cute charms at Hobby Lobby today. Yeah, that might be good. And sometimes you can buy them even, like with the clasp and stuff attached. So it's really easy to just click them back on. Hello? Welcome back. Welcome back. Thank you, Angel. I don't really know what that was. All right, so we have a cuff. One cuff. What have you guys been watching lately? I've been catching up a lot on like my ghosty channels here on YouTube. Hey, Jory. How are you? We are crocheting fingerless gloves today on this fabulous Whip Wednesday. Now, if you guys had chosen YouTube names prior and the new YouTube rules have shown, like, they're just showing us your YouTube handles now, please let us know in the chat because I would hate to not recognize somebody who's hanging out that hangs out with us on a regular just because your name is a little bit different than what it was before. I'm not super great with names on a regular, let alone in this type of situation. What's happening? I know, Alyssa. I'm so surprised. Hey, Lucille. Alyssa says, I have many whips to do, and I just started another project. Someone smacked me. Sorry, Alyssa, you're too far away. I can't do that. Nor can I say anything because I have a lot of things that I need to do. I don't really need to be doing fingerless gloves, but here I am. Jay has been watching a lot of older YouTube or a lot of older videos on YouTube, like old Peebs, Markiplier, Caddy, etc. Okay. Yes, that is the goal. What a good goal it is, Alyssa, because don't do what I did. Save time to finish the whip bucket. Finish all the things in the whip bucket. Because by the time you get to a market, I mean, unless it's dead in attendance, we just don't have the time to actually work on our whip like we think we will. And then that just sucks. Someone asked, is it Aisha? Is that how you spell it or say it? Someone asked her to do a bikini for them, so that's the project now. I love that. Jay says, honestly, it's kind of like watching reruns on TV. I've seen all these videos countless times. See, and I don't like to watch reruns, like at all. I get so bored with watching an episode that I've already seen because I know how it's going to end. Oh, okay. Thank you. See, that's what I mean by letting us know in the chat if you had a name, like a prior name, because Isha, I would recognize as somebody that we just talked to recently. But Aisha, I knew it sounded familiar, but I couldn't pinpoint it. YouTube is doing a funny thing. So, like, if you had a nickname assigned to your chat, make sure you're letting me know, like, what it would have been, because now all I can see is your YouTube handle. But thank you guys for hanging out with me tonight. Oh, it looks like Carrie with Traveling Pony Studios posted a video. Or maybe she's gone live, I don't know. I just saw her name pop up. For me, that knowing is why I like reruns. I know I liked it. I know it's good. It's soothing when crafting for me. That's fair. Thought I was going to be able to do this without my pattern, but no. So you guys, even when you write the pattern yourself, you still need the reminder every once in a while. It's just I think Red Heart Super Saber. That's amazing, Molly. That is so cool. That's over 30 subscribers, dude. Hi. How much traction did you get on your short? I know, right? Alyssa says my mom is working on a baby blanket and she was almost done when she realized that she was doing the wrong stitch and she had to rip back 35 rows. No. Nope, 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 nope. I know that is so amazing. Ah, Molly, that's great. It's over 3,000 views just because of shorts. Jay's cat has decided that she is bed. I know, that's so freaking amazing. Yeah, no, I'm so proud of you. You're growing so well. You're doing so great. You're sticking with it despite life. Oh, good idea. Wait, making a couple tuckers. What is a tucker? Oh, turtle with the hat. Okay. I saw you made one of those earlier. Okay. Yeah, guys, it's a really cute turtle. Like it literally has like a little like a bowler hat. It's so cute and it's itty bitty. They both sold. You had what, two of them, Molly? If the sound was removed, it could have been like a copyright issue and they just didn't clarify that. But sometimes it'll upload weird and it'll remove the sound. It'll like mess up the formatting. But that's all right. Molly says, well, I use Posh, and yes, they both sold. Oh, you're so fine, Bama boy. Jay wants to know what everyone's plans are for the holidays tomorrow. Yeah, Angel, I know. I have it. I went ahead and bought it. but it is really expensive. What am I trying to do here? I don't even know. What row am I on? One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Are we increasing again? Are we increasing again? Molly's doing a quiet meal at home. Because this year has been too eventful. I'll take a boring dinner. Right? Angel says, I bought this huge pattern pack on sale for $49. That's cool. Alyssa says, I'm Canadian, so Thanksgiving is done for me, so I will be working. Ooh. Kitten, if I can give you any advice at all, I would say to heck with the magic ring. Chain 2, and then work all of your stitches into the first chain. That first chain is your magic ring, and then you don't have to worry about it anymore. Jay says, my dad and I are going to have a little holiday dinner together. It's normally just us for holidays. I get the quiet dinner. That's nice. That sounds really sweet, though. I feel like we're going to go to my mom's for a bit, and then we're probably going to go to my dad's, which I should probably call him. It's almost 10 o'clock at night for me. Maybe I just need to send him a text and see if they're doing anything for Thanksgiving. This is like the first holiday season in their new house, so I don't know if they're hosting or if the family's doing something somewhere else. Angel says, I miss our huge family holidays at my grandma's. Squeezing 50 plus family members in our house is amazing. I agree with you, Angel. I'm honestly kind of tore up because tomorrow will be the first year that we can't do Thanksgiving at grandma's because, well, she died this year. So I'm trying to keep a less emotional view on it. Um, I just don't want to. I don't want to deal with it emotionally right now. Well, that's exactly how Grandma's house has always been, and for the first time ever, we don't have that because this is the first holiday since she passed. Tay says, honestly, kitten, yeah, I don't even mess with magic rings either. Chain all the way. Yes, it is. It's very hard. Maria says, for the first time ever, I will be making nothing. I do everything, but Angela, her husband, and my grandkids always do Thanksgiving at my son-in-law's side of the family. Oh my goodness. You're not going to make turkey or anything? Angel says, in 1997, we laid my grandfather to rest, and the day before Thanksgiving, and my grandma made sure we had Thanksgiving. Oh, see, Okay, we basically did the same thing. Um, my not only my grandma Julianne, but also my cousin Gina both passed away on Christmas Eve in different years, and both due to health. So, and for both of them, we ended up at grandma's to eat, just to be together and to eat. Oh, kitten, I'm sorry. Bama Boy says, don't miss my family get togethers. Was always chaos talking about stuff. You shouldn't family get togethers. I'm good. That's so true. That's what happened at Easter this year. Maria, so I just asked Angela to bring me and my husband a plate. Good idea. Jay says it's been a little over a decade since our family had a big family gathering. When my grandmother died, so did the family parties. And that's what I'm worried about right there. I even like when I got up and talked about grandma at the funeral services, I made sure to like look everybody in the face and essentially like just point blank ask, like, what are we supposed to do now? Does that mean that we're never going to hang out? Does that mean that we're not going to do family like holidays together anymore? Like we've been doing this together for decades. And now all of a sudden it's just supposed to end. Like what now? And so I'm hoping like everybody knows that we're hosting at my mom's tomorrow and I'm hoping that people show up, but there's just no guarantee. Okay. Yeah, Angel, it can be crazy and chaotic, but when those things are not possible anymore, we miss them, right? Thank you, Angel. Enjoy your lunch. Kitten, what time is it for you? Angel, I thought you were saying anytime in response to me asking what time it was. I'm like, haha, haha. I understand that. I do. Mhm. Right? Angel wants to know, Bama Boy, did you have fun with the crazy winds? You're getting the wind right now. I know we just had a big upkick in the wind also. Yeah, it's just progressively getting worse. I know we got the advisory for this morning until midday tomorrow. Yeah, that would make sense. It should be making our house cold too, but I literally have the air conditioner on because it has been so hot in our bedroom. It's been insane. Angel had to park her car at the end of the driveway to keep the branches from hitting her car. That sucks. Good night, Mandy. I can't wait to see all of your little derpies. My back just cracked. So are we all still working on the same craft, or has anybody moved on to a new project? If so, what are we working on now? Is anyone reading some good books lately? Like, that's something that I want to do. No, I don't love the quiet. Can't you tell? Um, that's something that I want to do over the holiday break. Is I have two books, one of which especially that I would love to read. Um, I fell in love with the series forever ago, and I didn't realize that they come out with a final book, and they did. I wish that that didn't happen for me until I was 30 because I'm 32 now and my bones have been cracking and popping since middle school. Gotten a lot worse since having my kids, but yay. Hi, Alyssa. She says, hi, everyone in the chat tonight. What are we making? So I am making currently fingerless gloves, which I know is a change of pace, but I'm all out. And if I'm going to sell any more this year, I need to have more to sell. Hmm. Listen, I feel like this is not an age requirement thing because this has been happening for me like since middle school. I think genetics play a hard role in this and then life experience, I guess. Oh, I want some burrito. I've been sitting here like debating getting off because I think part of my headache is that I'm hungry. And I did eat today. I did. Um, but like I might not last the whole 3 hours today. Hello, Kentucky boy. So we have a Bama boy and a Kentucky boy in the chat. Ready? Fight. Just kidding. Unless I'm not. I don't know. Did Kentucky and Alabama have issues? Are we feuding? I am eating. I am. University of Kentucky rules. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Those sound like they might be fighting words. Bama Boy says not a fan. No. Oh no. Roll Tide roll. I know. I can't help but be for Penn State too. The amount of times that I have driven through the extremely dangerous hills of Penn State, terrifying. Yeah, no fighting. Thank you. Welcome in though. We're just, hanging out, crocheting. Just finished one fingerless glove in this pretty blue color. We are going to make the other one. Oh, Bama Boy has definitely a biased opinion here. Okay, that's fair. I'll give that to you. Something tells me that Kentucky Boy is not the baby mama. Should be safe. Thank you. You were not the first one to say that. That initially is what brought Bama Boy in to hang out with us. And Nick and Zach and Joshy and Brandon. It's been a long time since we've seen Brandon. And a few others. They just scroll through and they see the yarn and they see the talking. And usually it's me and another person, but life is lifing. So and they can't leave. She's from near Somerset, Kentucky. There's a Somerset here too. Ooh. Okay. All right. You're in London, Kentucky. I thought you were gonna say that you're also from there. I'm like, oh no. Jay says I've been trying to decide what I'm going to make for my dad for Christmas. He doesn't like hats, says he doesn't want to go more bald. I mean, a hat is not going to make you go bald, sir. Does he like gloves? Or does he have a sense of humor? Oh, 30 minutes away from Somerset. Oh no. Well, let's just hope you don't know her. Um, I've thought about crocheting my dad a blanket with something to do with the army because he was in the army for 21 years. I've thought about crocheting him Bama Boy's baby mama. Um, I thought about crocheting him golf club sleeves in like silly themes. I thought about crocheting him a sweater, but I don't know if he really goes to fancy places enough to wear it, and he wouldn't just wear it. Bama Boy says, I have Linus syndrome. I have to wear a hat like Linus needs a blanket. Oh, okay. For a second, I thought like I was about to Google search Linus syndrome. That's funny. Jay says he doesn't like gloves. His sense of humor can be pretty dark, lol. Last year, I knit him a throw pillow in his favorite pattern, black, white, and checkers. Or black and white checkers. Hmm. Sense of humor can be pretty dark. Oh, so you know what I think he needs? I think that he needs one of those anatomically correct ladies who birth babies in crochet. Hmm. That would be funny. Yes. You should make him one. Or crochet him one of those super creepy, realistic baby dolls. Dress that shit up like Annabelle. Mm. And like hide it in a box where the first thing on the box is like a jack in the box and it plays the music, the do 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 do. And then next thing you know, it jumps out at him. Well, maybe your dad's the same age as mine, and maybe his heart won't like that very much. So maybe don't do that. It might kill him. He loves Chucky. There are so many crochet Chucky dolls. I'm pretty sure there's a bunch of free patterns on Instagram too. You could do a tapestry as well. Like if you can do a black and white checkers pillow, you can do a tapestry. It's just color changing at the end of the day. Hi, Grace. I saw it pop up on my computer, but then it wasn't popping up here. How are you? How have you been? That's okay. Life has been lifing 100%. And it's okay to be busy. I'm doing well. I mean, I have a bit of a headache right now. I'm a bit tired, and the holidays can be hard, but I'm crocheting. I'm hanging out with you guys. I'm having a good day. Life does indeed life. 100%. Yeah. This headache is like right here. It's annoying me. Almost. I'm making a pair of fingerless gloves right now. Hmm. Jay Angel says, look for Spooky Stitch Witch on Etsy. Get her Jiggy and Violet rabbit pattern and get her Charles the Good Bunny mod. Um, I have questions, Jay. I do. I'm glad that you're lucky that you're still alive. Grace says, "My back has been hurting also. I swear I'm crumbling piece by piece." You are not allowed to crumble piece by piece. You're far too young. Don't start now because then it never stops. It's the Chucky Bunny. Okay. I know there are a lot of really cool, like, horror crochet Emmys. Oh, wait, it was an autopilot there for a second. Oh, not Lila, Angel. That's awesome. If you do make it, Jay, like, you totally gotta tag us in it. Would love to see it. I have heartburn now. Sorry, my internet decided to be dumb for a second. Good night, Bama boy. Well, I'm sorry your friend was in a skating accident. Holy moly. That's so nice of you to crochet her a bag. I know that those definitely come in handy. I had a friend in 8th grade, who we were playing soccer in gym class, and one of the kids who was playing, like, he was on the actual soccer team, and he was fighting too hard for the ball, and he kicked my friend right in the shin and broke his leg in the middle of all of us, and he ended up in a cast all the way up to his hip, and he was on crutches for 3 months, I think. And a bag made all the difference. Doing some damage on this yarn cake, guys. Trying to use up some of this, like, just some of the staff, I guess. I have a lot of acrylic yarn, and I don't use enough of it anymore. Oh, Lisa, I'm so glad. Jay says, to my older message about being lucky, my gallbladder failed me, and the hospitals around me were 100% useless. Kept telling me that it was just the flu. Huh, that sounds super familiar, Jay. I imagine that we've been to similar hospitals, living in the same area. And yep, I've heard the same thing. Thankfully, I've not had an episode with my gallbladder since right after I had my younger son. Um, and the only thing that they would do for any kind of testing is they did an ultrasound, and they're like, "You're fine." I'm like, I'm not, but okay, sure. Grace says, I'm not ready for Thanksgiving. I have to play with my 7-year-old cousin, a male who likes dinosaurs. I really just want to listen to music and crochet. Do you really have to play with him? You could crochet a dinosaur and then play with that. I know that's not really the answer. Lisa got a cup of hot cocoa and is now settling in for crackhead hours. Woo-hoo. We're here for the darkest parts of the night. Hot cocoa is nice though. Now you make me want some. I don't know if we even have any. I think at this point I'm just hungry and my mind is all over the place with wanting food. Yes, thank you so much. Jay says it got to a point where I couldn't sleep or eat. I lost 20 pounds in 2 months. Oh my God, dude. No, I can't do warm milk. I don't know. Grace says, I mean, no, not really, but because I'm the youngest of the family, older than my cousin, he apparently looks up to me and nobody else will watch him. So if he ever does something dumb or life threatening, it's on me. That's not on you. Oh, that's terrible. Okay, so here's how you get to do it. Play music in the background and teach him how to crochet. Yeah? Ew. You can have all of the popcorn. I know. That is terrible. It's the one. Okay. Lisa says it's someone else's kid. They should be paying attention to them, right? Mm, he would probably eat the yarn. I mean, I would hope not. He definitely seems old enough to know not to eat the yarn. That is, that's a funny imagination. Or no, that is a funny. Ah, yes. Give me my charger, dang it. Okay. It's a funny thing to imagine, is what I'm trying to say. Haha, I'm glad that I read that right. I did not charge my phone this entire time, and now I'm at 15%. So now we charge it. However, the music swearing is definitely not ideal for 7-year-old children. Lisa says, I listen to very, very provocative music and books, and I have a 7-year-old, 3-year-old, and 1.5-year-old, and they don't pay attention to it. Welcome back, Isha. Um, so Grace is it probably would be frowned upon for her to listen to that type of music out loud at a family function, because of her age, especially. But I'm sorry, that sucks. You should not have to do that. Right? Jay says, "Oh my god, cut to like 7-year-old me listening to Papa Roach on my MP3 player at recess and the teacher wanting to listen to my music. They became uh, concerned." That's funny. Yes, earbud in one ear. Alyssa, I mean, I guess that's good for your brain too. You're allowed. It's probably better for your hands tonight too. Yeah, same. Like my genre of music has never really changed. It's always been the same. Hi, Travis. My friend is not here today. If you mean Haley, she's a bit preoccupied. And I forgot, I forgot to ask anybody to hang out with me this Whip Wednesday. So I'm by myself today. Ah, maybe I need to make the lion, Lisa. That sounds cute. I've been getting like all of these signs that I need to make one, and I haven't yet. Uh, Alyssa says the weather changing colder is making my hands hurt, but should be back into it tomorrow, right? Aw, thank you. You're so sweet, Travis. Jay says my taste is broadened over my life. Dad is a metalhead, so no. No. Welcome back, kitten. You want Morgan's Yeti pattern? I I have a different Yeti pattern that I like. Oh, is it that bad? See, I almost always do that anyways because like no matter what, once you get the arms and the legs and stuff in, like it shifts. So I would rather put the eyes in after there's a definitive like this is the crossing point. Yeah, I'm still working on the Yeti from Monday with Haley. What is it? Arky? Arky Jr. or something like that. So I think I finished one of his arms and started the second, but then got called into the school um to pick up Rowan. So I do need to finish him, and that might be what I do after this. Lisa says it's because they are put in at the beginning and end of a row, so they don't look like they are in the same row. Oh, okay. So what I'm hearing is take some personal liberties when making the pattern. Yeah, we're almost done with my second glove. Come on, stay the right way. Ow, 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 ow. Hate it when that happens. Every once in a while, I'll get like a sharp pain, like someone's pin pricking a nerve, and it hurts. Jay says, I just remembered that I wanted to prepare a file to 3D print that I sculpted, and I totally didn't. Oh no! I know I spent all day trying, well, all night last night, trying to figure out how to get my um, MP4 file from my digital camera to transfer to my phone so that way I could edit it in my video editing app. And I never did figure it out. Mm. If I'm getting sick, I'm going to be so mad. Lisa says it's all based on tension, anyways. LOL, and mine is looser than hers. That would make sense. I don't really know how, like, what her tension is. Angel said, grew up listening to 70s and 80s rock thanks to my dad. I'm not a huge rock fan. Join the club, Jay. Join the club. Um, Pretty sure that I have undiagnosed ADHD, but similar, very similar. You're just high functioning enough to fly under the radar. Congratulations. But that's okay, Jay. Lisa says pretty tight. Mine is like average. Okay. I haven't looked outside in the last several hours, so it could be snowing. My computer says light snow, but I don't know if it actually is yet. Angel has some flurries in Ohio. You have a whole winter storm? Gross. I don't want it. Lisa is in Michigan. Um, Jay says, yeah, I think the lady bits might also have something to do with it. It seems like having these parts makes it harder for doctors to be like, yeah, totally go for that. Ain't that the truth? Oh, yeah, they're not going to take anything we say or do seriously because, well, maybe you're just anxious. Or, well, are you sure it's not in your head? Well, yes, as are most mental illnesses, um, hormone imbalances, chemical imbalances. Like, yes, I definitely think that it's in my head, but in a biological sense. Are you sure you're not exaggerating? Dude, shut the fuck up. Okay, funny story, Lisa. Funny story. My mom was a firefighter, and in the fire department, even though she had very high, um, not necessarily ranking, but she was well educated compared to most that were in there. You know, she went and got all of the classes. She passed them all with flying colors. She was certified in so many different things. But she was passed over time and time and time again for a bunch of different things and treated like garbage and treated like an outcast by the people who were in officer positions. So ultimately, she bought, like, because you're supposed to have a little flashlight hanging from your helmet to have just in case. And she ultimately bought a little penis flashlight and put it on her helmet so that way she could tell them, like, you can't treat me any different. I have a little dick just like you. And I just love that so much. So much. Right? It didn't really get her very far, but it did make her friends in her classes. Right? Yes. Jay says the inevitable quote. You're sure you're not pregnant? Like, okay, and even if I was, that's not the answer for everything. Angel says, be right back. Gonna have some jello and whipped cream that I made to eat during healing from surgery. You enjoy that, Angel. Enjoy it. Lisa says, my old boss and I would say that all the time because no one would listen to us. Exactly. Like, just because I don't have something swinging between my legs doesn't mean that you can't respect what I have to say. Jay says, I love when doctors ask if I'm sure I'm not pregnant. Every time I look at their face and say, if I am, then get ready for the second coming of Jesus. Their faces are always hilarious. That's hilarious. Yeah, because it's like you have to have sex to get pregnant, and I'm pretty sure that hasn't happened to this past cycle. So yeah. Oh no! What did I do? Oh no, guys! I just spent this whole time making this fingerless glove. Thank you for liking the live, Felicia. And I made it 4 stitches too skinny. Can I even get my hand in this? I mean, kind of, but that's pretty skinny, dang it. That's, man, I don't want to make another one right now. Poop. Move on. Yeah, move on to the second glove. I can't sell it without a pair. Dang. Yeah, that one's just a little extra snug. No, that one will not fit the average person. Lisa says, I'm the closest thing my dad had to a son, so I can be very off putting to men, especially when they try to mansplain or when they try to lift heavy stuff and can't, but I can. Right? That's so funny. I also like this shade of blue. I'm just mad that I made a whole freaking glove 4 stitches too small. Yes, I do have very small hands. Felicia says, I got 3 bear bodies done and all the pieces. Now to make the hats, and then I can sew and embroider and do the white surface crochet around them. That sounds adorable. Ugh. Yeah, like this glove is absolutely like a child size, and it's long for a kid. Your mom has tiny hands. Well, if it gives you any perspective, my ring finger size is like a 7.5. I think, unless it's a 5.5. Lisa says I got Snorlax done, but misplaced my felt, so I have to get more for his nails. Oh no! All right, well now I have to measure both because now I can't remember. Okay, so it's a 6. Can't really see it, but there it is. So it used to be a 5.5, before kids. But then also, like, if you are um, familiar with clover hooks, like, this is how tall my hand is compared to the clover hook. Angel says my mom's is like a 5. Jay says my dad wanted a son, but he got a non binary weirdo instead. So I relate a little to Lisa. Well, and okay, you saying that, Jay, I've been sitting here going back and forth on like pronouns, and that's why I've been kind of using they more often. But if you don't prefer, because I've been saying she a couple times because your profile picture just looks feminine, so I assumed. Um, but if you prefer they, them, let me know. I will try. Man, what does it mean when your palm is itchy? It was a very intense itch. Fantastic. Thank you. I got lucky on that one because it was just a guess. I'm getting money. Well, can I actually get money? I don't know where it'd be coming from. That'd be nice though. It's my left palm. I didn't realize that the cat is right there. One of them. I just heard her moving behind me. Her name is Wolfie. I really, really, really want for that to be right. That'd be super cool. Where would I get it from is the question. Oh, okay. Left palm means gaining money, right is losing money. All right. Well, let's go ahead and get some money. Thank you guys for getting us to 20 likes. That's super cool. I know this has been a very low key live tonight, but it's been nice to just chill with you guys. I missed being able to get on Sunday. I was too dang tired, though, that's for sure. Happy holidays. I I don't want a critter. I don't want that one. I don't need another critter. I would get in a lot of trouble. We have 4 cats, 1 dog, 2 snakes, and mice to feed them. Oh, you're gonna head off. Good night, Angel. You have a great Thanksgiving too. I hope that you guys are able to celebrate and, eat some good food. Good night. My elbow keeps like sticking. So if you see me like throwing my arm, that's what I'm doing is I'm popping it because it hurts when it gets jammed like that. Isha says it's 6:42 a.m. there. You're in Tanzania. So good morning to you. Holy moly. It's 10:41 at night here. Jay says we had 2 cats, but we're left with only 1 now. I'm sorry. Do you want one? I have a few to spare. I know, the night is still young. Jay says when I was going through that gallbladder thing, my baby boy passed away. Oh no. I'm so sorry to hear that. I don't know how old your kitty was. Ours range from 2 to, let's see, the next oldest one is 8. The next one is like 9.5. And then the next one is like 11. Yeah. Am I really? Yeah, I can't tell. Woohoo! Yes. We are at 23:04, guys. Uh, Yay! Crap. So my reel that I posted today, it's, colorful stingrays that I made. It literally only got 28 views today. I was like, why? I'm so confused. Yes, we will get there. We will get there. Only 700 subscribers until we get to 3,000. That would be cool. That would be really neat. With a lot of eyeballs. Um, Oh, yes. I was like, "What?" I'm so confused. The main is gonna take you out? Sorry. Ooh, Alyssa, you gotta try. Listen, you if you go live, you let us know. You be sure to share it. We'll be there. It's only because I have a headache. It's not even you. Yes. Um, Isha says maybe I should take my husband's phone and subscribe to your channel without him knowing. That would be really funny. I definitely did that with my kids' YouTube channel at one point, and then he was really upset because he's like, "Mom, why do I keep seeing your video in my feed?" I don't have any idea, dude. No clue. But I will be having a new video coming out soon. I just have to figure out how to transfer the videos from my new digital camera to my cell phone. Uh, we officially have 24 cup rows. Right? What's with all this knitting stuff in my feed? Right. Like, dude, how long have you been married? Okay. Well, we we have a top done again. 8 years going on 9. Well, congratulations. By now, he should know that it is crocheting stuff, I would hope. And the answer would be just don't ask questions, babe. Yeah. My husband and I, we hit our 10th year together this September. But 6 years married. Dang it, not spinning right. Yeah, my hope is to get this redo of the second glove finished by the time that we get off at 11. Thank you so much. Jay has also been with their significant other for 8 years. Congratulations to you as well. My brain. Oh, they're in Denmark? Oh man. Okay. And you're very much not in Denmark. Hmm. Do you plan on trying to move there? Or are they here? Yep. Up and moving to another country is definitely a big ordeal. And there's a million steps to go through in order to do it. Does not help. Is it really? I did not know that. Is that why what is it Dutch? Is that why you're learning that other language? I want to say Dutch. Danish. My bad. Sorry. Well, I wish you the best in that. Like, that does sound incredibly difficult, but it sounds like you have some really great motivation to help you get there. Dutch and Danish get confused a lot. Don't feel too bad. Okay. I mean, I'm not real surprised just because, like, well, the D. Oh, so funny. Um, but both languages I feel would be hard to learn. Granted, I really don't know any languages other than English. I'm just not good at language at all. English, like the class, I'm fine with, but I can tell you specific words in Spanish and some words in like French, but not many at all. Okay, well, that's good to know. So, in case I ever want to go to Denmark, I should try to learn Danish. Lisa says, I managed to graduate high school without taking a foreign language. How the hell did you do that, Lisa? Because I thought that was a federal requirement. I don't know. I think we can beat the clock. I'm hoping. What? Jay says, actually, no. In Denmark, they speak fluid English. Same with Sweden and Norway. That is so crazy, Lisa. See, I graduated in 2011 and we were required to take a language, like mandated by law. Could not graduate if we had not taken a foreign language. Crazy. Just a reminder, guys, don't forget to like the live. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you want to hang out with us. We do go live every Wednesday and every Sunday, so long as the market doesn't interfere or, a holiday, something like that. But I just hit 2,300 subscribers. I would love to get to that next goal of 2,400, maybe closer to 2,500. I would really like to hit 2,500 before the end of the year. I think that would be some really cool growth to have. Based on state, Lisa, that's nuts. Burrito says I graduated in 99 and was required to take a foreign language. Jay was required to take French and their teacher hated them. Ugh. Burrito had Spanish, French, and German. Crazy. I took 2 years of Spanish, I think. But Lisa knows a little Spanish, German, and Russian. Good to know, Lisa. Good to know. Well, don't crochet too hard, Alyssa. Enjoy your evening. And I guess enjoy work tomorrow. I'm sorry, that kind of sucks. Aisha says we speak Swahili in our country, but English is like the most required language to learn. Good night, Alyssa. Faye says my significant other had English and German. Again, for memory refresher, they are Danish. Yeah, because my brain keeps going back and all right. What are we supposed to be doing? How many chains did you start with? I start with a chain 10. And the chain 10 gives you the length of the cuff. Jay says, sometimes my significant other will randomly speak German to me just to mess with me. That would confuse me so bad. Ugh, I could not. Your Chris knows French? Okay, what's really funny is my Chris took French in high school. And he literally has the word c'est la vie, words tattooed on his hand. We're not gonna make it. Ugh. We're so close, guys. I am going to finish this glove before getting off, but I was really hoping to have it done by 11. Jay says, my teacher hated me because I kept referencing a Dexter's Lab episode. Which one? I loved Dexter's Lab. What are you doing, kitty? Okay, okay. Sass. Can I help you? What are you after? That's my medicine. You can't have that. This size I would say is a medium large. Let's go do fromage. Get off my computer! What are you doing? My goodness, this cat. I feel like I know, like I can hear it in my head, which is really funny to me. Aisha says, I want to make it for my brother. He plays football. So it is a free tutorial on my YouTube channel if you want to give it a try. Hello to Iran. I do have it in written format as well. The written PDF is available in my Etsy shop. And there, granted, it doesn't help him much, but there is a messy bun hat / beanie that goes with it to make it a set. Yeah. Let me know if you have any trouble with it too. I mean, I can help. But it's literally single crochets, half double crochets, double crochets, and utilizing back loop only, the third loop of a half double crochet, and using double crochets like a V-stitch. Too far. Well, he sounds like he's definitely a supporter of your crochet, so that's super cool. I think the cat left. Jay says Dexter wants to learn French, so he goes to sleep with a CD going, but the CD skips all night, and all you can say is omelette, omelette du fromage. Everyone loves him. Women fall all over him. He wins awards, but You can't get into his lab because it's voice activated. I do remember this episode. I do. That's so funny. I love that era of cartoons too. Ah, no, don't fall over. Okay, I think we got it. We're almost there. I think part of the reason for my headache today is the kids like to dim the lights in the living room, and my eyes very much hate the dim lights. Like, my eyes feel like they have to work 3 times as hard to see, and then it really hurts. Jay says, "My French teacher hated me for it. That's like why response to everything she asked me. I didn't want to be in French at all." Can't say that I blame you. No, I do not have a tutorial for gloves with fingers. I don't have any patterns for gloves with fingers. Only gloves with no fingers. Fingerless. I do have a pattern in my shop for mittens. So they're enclosed up here, and they have a, your a thumb if you wanted to give that a try, but it's a written pattern. Yeah, I hope that it helps. It's like a waffle stitch almost. Um, so it's a very pretty stitch, and it has all this texture, but it's also very warm. Jay says, "I legit think the only reason she passed me was so she didn't need to see my booty in her seat ever again." That's so funny. There were a lot of teachers like that. Like, would find a way to pass you by the skin of your teeth just to make sure, like, nope, I don't want you back in my class. All right, guys, last row. And this time, it's the right size. I was actually a really good student for most of my classes. French, though, I just didn't care. Well, if that's not an ADHD thing, I don't know what is. That's very typical. I knew what you meant. I kind of chuckled in my head there, but I knew what you meant. All right. We have reached the end of, I know it was definitely a fun thread. We've reached the end of our pattern. It only took me a super long time, but we got it. We got it this time. They are, in fact, the same size. They are in this pretty blue color. Oh, so cream and blue. We have two pairs. Thank you. Thank you very much. But I am going to go ahead and get off of here, guys. It is 9 after, so we only ran over a little bit. I'm going to get off. I'm going to stretch my hands. I'm going to grab something to eat. Don't forget to like the live. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Come hang out every Sunday. Thank you, Bridget. Every Sunday, every Wednesday, with Wednesday, Sunday Fun Day, unless I have a market that interferes on Sundays. We're at the end of the year, so we're not going to have too many more of those. Um, Usually I go live with another person, but tonight it's just me. So yay. And I will have another video coming out here soon for the first two events in June. I am trying really hard to catch up with my market day videos. Um, but I have to figure out again how to get my video footage from the digital camera to be the correct file to import into my cell phone in order to edit the clips together, because my intro, my outro, and my breakdowns of both of those markets are in there. So, otherwise, we're going to see how the new camera goes. I don't know yet if I like it. I was trying to watch the videos, like watch the playback, and it seemed very choppy for some reason. So we're going to see. I don't know. It takes decent pictures, but either way, you guys have a great night. Happy Thanksgiving to those of you who are in the States. And make sure that you update us throughout the week of what you are crocheting, what you're making. And if you want to hang out in a crochet friendly, crafty Discord space, I do have a Patreon with a Discord attached. It's $5 a month to just hang out in a crafty community. We hop in the video chat quite often. I know I haven't been as much this past couple weeks. My social battery is running low, and we're going into the holiday season, which is a bit hard for me due to losses around this time of the year. So come hang out, market prep, accountability, all these different fun things, and we will catch you guys next time. Bye!